since we have like actual comedians teaching our class, they're super supportive of like our dirty jokes, our stuff that like digs into fucked up shit, like people who talk about friends that they know that are like going through really dark times or themselves. There's definitely a lot of talk of mental illness because we're like a younger generation and
Pete Holmes Pete Davidson's a good example of that. Like somebody who's succeeded by going back into their past and, dealing with that stuff on stage.
And he talks about it on stage. I saw him recently at Largo. He talks about how he like microdoses on stage and kind of like riffs about what he's going through. But a lot of the people in my classes will do that, talk about mental illness, but then there's also people talking about like their partying and all the like sex and like the college stuff.
Oh, sure. That's always been there.
Yeah.
Because like, that's what they are observing right in front of them. So that makes sense that you would just pull material from whatever's going on in your daily life.
But a lot of the people that are in the comedy classes or even in the drama school are people that I would not have met otherwise. Like people of different sexual orientations or religions or people that are like very foreign to me in different ways. So they have very unique experiences that they all talk about, which is pretty cool. I just recently started talking about how I like have been taking big breaks from drinking and like kind of observing who I am when I'm not drinking. So my whole set lately has been observing who I used to be and who I am now, in addition to like
that's funny.
Other stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
But I think that a lot of it is about ourselves.
Oh yeah,
in the students. But then there's other people that are observational, etc.
What are some of your favorite topics to talk about in stand-up? Like obviously there's the observation and now you have good material because you've eliminated this drinking out of your life and you can pull from these new experiences and contrast them. Oh, that's obviously beautiful. But like as far as like where you're like, oh man, it's so fun to like, have you ever had a topic where you deliver to an audience and then it's almost playful with the audience, like they didn't expect it or you didn't expect it and you're like, you know what I mean? That kind of unanticipated reaction or non-reaction.
I talk about like sexting my dad jokes. A lot of stuff like grosser things I get into my relationship with my dad, which is not like as weird as I make it seem on stage. Like, on stage, I like talked about how I had this sex dream about Larry David and like going into this like weird old guy's thing.
Why does like so many girls have sex dreams about Larry fucking David?
Is that a real thing?
Yes, you're like the fifth person that's told me. Yes, and most of them are all in comedy, and I'm like, oh, I get it. He's a comedy legend, but like there's zero physically attractive.
I disagree. Okay.
All right.
You don't find Larry David attractive.
Go in the photo. Hide the bald head and the smile.
He's a decent looking
beautiful
guy.
smile.
When he was young,
good
he
eyes.
was great.
Yeah. I also like. I love to riff with the audience when my boyfriend is sitting in front. I like to talk about him.
Of course.
And like say things that freak him out. Like I have this whole joke saying that I had this lesbian phase, and like I go in and explain it, and the whole time he's sitting there like, what the fuck is happening? And then I explain it, and it's like, oh, I just.
Yeah, that's like Pete Holmes having the roast battle against his girlfriend.
Yeah. But like all of these things I'll say to like wind him up, and then it ends in something that like everyone's like, oh.